First of all, she was fucking her brother.
She was that one.
Yes. They like brother and sister. Only together, but they fucking for real. And they was white. Like, they was. Hey y'all, it's your internet besties. My name's Makayla and I'm a Taurus sun.
My name's McKenzie. I'm a Capricorn rising and a Taurus moon.
You are now tuned in another episode of Earth Signs and Eyerolls. Yay, number 35. Yeah. Just a heads up, quick PSA, this is going to be a short one. So sorry, we did not plan for this episode, but it's okay. It's okay. It's Friday, you know, nobody's trying to watch a hour-long video anyways.
It's Wednesday.
It'll be Friday by the time this video is up. But yeah, how y'all doing? How's everyone?
How y'all doing?
I don't even know. I don't even know what the planets are doing these days. What's going on?
They're almost out of retrograde. I think, I don't know, Venus or Mercury has like until the 9th-ish. Mm-hmm. And then I think the other one is going to be like in the middle of April. Mm-hmm. We're almost done. Like, we're almost through the thick of it. Mars is almost out of Cancer. So if you've been feeling really like sleepy or just like not even unmotivated, but like, you know, not as driven as normal, that could also be tugging at the strings a little bit.
Yeah.
It's almost over, basically. March was like
good.
madness. It was March madness for the planets. And all of that is soon to be coming to an end. Astrology is supposed to be looking a little bit better, according to the girlies. I don't know. We'll check back. But
you know, I haven't been feeling like I've been in disarray. Not like February. I feel like February was more. I don't know. It was weird. February was a weird month. I didn't really feel the effects too much in March until like maybe the end of March. No, I'm lying. Like in the beginning of March towards the middle, and then once the end of March hit, it's just kind of like calmed down. I really am like, whenever April comes around, I feel like that's when, I don't know, I be in my element when it's April. Like my birthday month. I just feel like maybe not everything's going my way, but I'm not feeling like, I don't think I've ever felt crazy, like insane.
that's nice.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway,
it's also your Venus return, though, I think.
Really?
Yeah. So, like, even though it's in retrograde, I don't know. I feel like
Venus is in Aries?
It'd still be working in your favor. Or is it in Pisces now? It might be in Pisces now. It was in Aries. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I don't know.
Fucking insane.
I've been chillaxing.
But we do have a big 3 today. They said, y'all are going to hate it. I might.
I already do.
Leo sun, Libra rising, Cap moon. I don't hate it as much as you think that I'm going to hate it. But it's kind of crazy. Just a little bit. Just a tad. How you feel?
I don't know. I think I like Leo and Libra together. And I feel like the Capricorn would just balance everything out. But I feel like you're probably annoying as shit. You're probably annoying as fuck. You probably love attention, like to the point where it's everybody else's problem. And with the Capricorn moon, you probably have mommy issues.
Damn.
Which is like part of the attention. The part of the attention.
You know, I really do. I can't even pretend to hate Leos. Like, I can't even pretend to hate y'all. Are y'all my favorite? No. But, I don't know. It's something about especially a Leo sun. I just feel like y'all are, I don't know. Y'all are all right. Y'all kind of cool. Like, I think Leo suns are easy to be friends with. Do I think y'all are easy to stay friends with? No, but I think y'all come off as like very charismatic. Get back. Libra rising, that's kind of like, with a Leo sun and Libra rising, it does give attention seeking a little bit. It does give like, look what I could do.
Yeah, but it also gives life of the party. So it's
It
like,
really does, yeah.
But it's like, I feel like you maybe are not, every room you walk into is not a party. Every single room you walk into is not a party. You possibly not the best at reading the room. Maybe that's not your strong suit. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like earth sign, if you throw that in, it just really does like balance out a person. Especially if it's like a moon sign, because it's like how you emote and it's like how you process your emotions. So you're very grounded, but I feel like Capricorn moons are kind of reserved. I feel like they're reluctant to like open up.
Yeah.
So it's like you have the Leo sun and the Libra rising. So it's like you seem super like outward.
But you're really not.
You're not really sharing anything. Yeah. Nobody really knows that much about you, which is possibly on purpose.
You're probably the type of person that like, those type of people you have a conversation with and then you realize, I actually don't know anything about the other person I was just talking to, but I was having such a good time talking about myself that I didn't even realize it.
Literally.
But yeah, that's what it's giving. Oh, they said worse. Mercury in Virgo, Mars in Cancer, and Venus in Libra.
Venus in Libra.
Libra, Venus. Yeah.
Mercury in Virgo and Capricorn moon.
I feel like this person talks a big game. You talk a big game, but you probably don't have anything to show for it.
I feel like you think and communicate in a very like practical, logical, reasonable way, but you don't act that way. Like your thoughts and maybe your actions are not necessarily lining up. Like, I don't know. Especially that Virgos, not gonna lie, Virgos are hypocritical. I feel like a Virgo Mercury, I can see somebody like thinking a certain way, and, like talking a certain way, but you don't act like just do as I say, not as I do. No, absolutely not. Yeah. Mars and Cancer, I don't know. I don't know too much about the Mars signs. I feel like a water Mars. I wouldn't cross you, that's for sure. Like, I don't want no beef. No. I feel honestly, like any Cancer placement, but a Mars Cancer, no thank you.
What I do know about Cancers is that y'all are kind of like, y'all try to strategize, especially when someone hurts you. Y'all really like are set on. Sometimes y'all are like can be set on revenge, and if y'all are set on revenge, y'all think that y'all are really good at it, and you want to be really good at it. I'll say that. Mars and Cancer. I don't know. I don't really know what that says about you, but that's what I do know about Cancers. Yeah. Thank you for sending it in. Oh, they got their page up. They sent their page. Okay, this definitely gives like, look at that. I see Libra rising all up in you, girl.
Yeah.
Or I just say that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I be saying that.
Bestie. Yeah.
You sort of give like,
oh my god, your cat is so cute.
Based on your Instagram, you kind of seem like you love life.
Right.
Or at least you look
love.
like it. Yeah.
Like, live, laugh, love.
You look like you love life. And you love your cat.
You do love your cat. But there's still a lot of like aesthetic there. And there's a lot of like leaves and stuff. Like, that's probably not even intentional, but you just can't help it. Like the earth is gonna jump out every time. Like,
every single time.
You can't help it. I love how it just shows up too. Like, you could just see it.
I'm gonna see if we have another one.
You go to the archives.
Okay.
They're probably there.
Oh, we have one right here. This person said Scorpio Sun, Leo Moon, Aquarius rising. Did we do that already?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, this person says Scorpio Sun, Leo Moon, Aquarius rising.
Oh my gosh.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you, but we probably would not be the best of friends. But we would get along. We would get along. Y'all know how I feel about Scorpios. If you watched the last episode, I probably said that like 60 billion times, and I'm not rewatching it. But yeah, like y'all cool.
Right.
Leo Moon. I don't know how I feel about that. But one thing about Leos, I think they are the most nurturing of the fire signs. Y'all really do care about people, like, for real.
I would agree.
And Aquarius rising, you're probably too cool for me. I don't know.
No, that's like all fixed placements. Like,
really?
all 3 of those placements are fixed placements.
She's not budging.
You're not budging. Like,
she's not moving.
You don't play.
And you're probably very passionate about the way that you feel.
You are a tree, too. Actually. You cannot move. Like,
yeah.
You're not going no fucking where. Basically a big ass rock, like a boulder. But kind of fucking with it. I think I like anything Aquarius. I love Aquarius rising because it's Saturn ruled. And I just love a bitch with Saturn all up in her chart. Like, you're just real as fuck. You can't help it. Saturn literally won't give you a choice, but to be real. Probably aging backwards. You don't even realize it. She's gonna get better with time. Love to see it. Good luck, sister. It's hard out here.
But yeah, that's water, fire, and air.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And all fixed. Like,
that makes no sense. That's kind of like contradicting. Like, okay. All right.
Like, you want to be different so bad, but you're really not. You're really not.
Okay. What are we talking about today? I don't really know what's been going on.
No.
Should we share like an anecdote? Should we just talk about ourselves?
Should we?
I don't know. Should we?
We might as well.
What have you been going through?
I haven't been going through anything.
You've been thinking? What have you been saying? What you been doing?
I haven't been thinking anything. I haven't really been doing anything. No, listen, it was my little cousin's birthday the other day, and she was supposed to be going out of town. She called me last minute, and she was like, yeah, I'm going to the movies. I want to see fucking Snow White. Yo, that movie was so bad. Gal Gadot, whatever the fuck. Oh my God, that bitch is such a bad actress. Like, you would think that they're just like, you know, making fun of her because she's a terrible person, but she's genuinely like so shit. Like, she's just shit at act. Like, it's just bad. It's just fucking bad. And then just to make matters worse, she wasn't even watching the movie. Like, I was paying attention to the movie more than her, and the rest of her family was seeing Captain America. Like, we could have seen Captain America, the black Captain America at that. Like, why are we here? You don't even. We literally left the movie like an hour in, and her and her friend were just outside playing. Like, why are we here? Literally, why are we here? And then I was supposed to go on a date because she told me that they were going out of town. So I had a date planned. She like calls me the night before. She's like, yeah, I want to see Snow White, but they want to see Captain America, so I need you to come to the movie with me. I'm like, okay. I text the dude. I'm like, do you want to hang out with some 10-year-olds? He's so real. 9-year-olds, because my plans have changed around a little bit. He was like, I mean, I guess we gonna watch Snow White. It was so funny too, because he didn't know that they were seeing Captain America. Yeah. He wanted to see it so bad.
Did he like the movie?
We didn't even finish it. We literally didn't finish. But me and him were paying more attention than them. Like, they were literally on their phones texting each other. Like, you know, AMC Willowbrook, they have that little circle, like, right in the front of the theater. It's like a conversation pit, but it's, like, outdoors. Yeah. They just played there. Like, they literally just sat and played for, like, 45 minutes to an hour. Because we had to wait on their movie to finish, because they saw Captain America. And at first, the movie we wanted, I think all the seats were filled. It was, like, a tiny theater, so all the seats were filled. So her mom was trying to convince her to, like, see Captain America, which is like, girl, just let her. I don't want to see this dumbass movie anyways, but, like, just let her see the goddamn movie that she wants to see. It's not that serious. Yeah. But She did not give a fuck. She was like, we can sit at the very front. He was like, it's only
The
one
very
row
front.
at the front available. He was like, you can sit at the row at the front. He was like, or you can see Captain America for the same time.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, yeah, we'll just sit at the very front. I was like, Jada, please.
What's her sign?
Let's talk about this. She's Aries.
Okay.
She's amazing and perfect and hilarious. It was so funny. Me and the dude are like holding arms, or we were like holding hands in the theater. And she was like, is that your friend or your boyfriend? I was like, this is my friend. Like I told you when I introduced this nigga, you need to calm down. She kept saying, she literally got in trouble by her dad because like she just, you know, she doesn't really know when to stop sometimes. She's so funny though. It was actually really funny. It was a good time. But that was really it. Like,
only notable experience.
I went to the studio for the first time. That was really fun. That was a great time.
When is it dropping? Y'all, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all.
Dropping.
Don't let me find out my friends are talented, y'all. You about to sign that contract. You about to get in this deal.
What contract?
That contract.
What?
When I write it up, you're gonna sign it.
Write up for what? What if I signed it away?
I don't even know yet.
Okay.
But we'll figure it out when the time comes. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, she sent me a song randomly one day. It was so good. It was so good.
Thanks so much.
When is it dropping?
I don't know if it's gonna drop.
It's definitely gonna drop.
I don't know if it's gonna drop because the person it's about, I don't want my first song to like be about it, but it's so cute. I really don't care that much.
Such a good song. And genuinely, I'm
really
saying
don't care
it's a good
that
song.
much. I don't know. I feel like I want to either make it longer, then I'll drop it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It is really cute.
Was that it? That you sent me? That was literally it? Yeah, no. That ain't gonna work for me.
It was a 2-hour session.
2
hours?
No, but it sounded like a 2-hour session.
That was all I got.
The snippet was only like 30 seconds, but it was definitely giving like y'all was working.
No, I sent you the whole thing. Or did I not? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's only like 2 minutes though. But
Oh, it's 2 minutes. I don't remember it being that long. Maybe I was enjoying it too much.
maybe I only sent you the...
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
anyway, it's gonna drop, and y'all be on the lookout because she's.
I don't know about all that, but it's really cute. It was really fun. Can't wait to go back. I'm put my Cash App link in the bio in case y'all want to donate to my studio time. You can absolutely do that.
Anything else?
No. What about you?
Nothing too crazy. Except one thing did happen. That whole thing. I thought I was getting set up. Like I thought I was getting set up. I don't know
the status of that.
I don't know how much
Jury's
I can
still
say.
out, by the way. You might.
No, it's so funny, y'all. I can't say too much. God.
That's the
I
only
hate
thing
that.
I hate now. Like,
Yeah.
people be watching me like,
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. You never really know who's watching you because they don't really support you out loud. And it's like, until you have a conversation with them or like, not even have a conversation. Until something comes out, you realize, how would they know that? Because they've been watching.
Exactly.
And they've been listening.
And discussing.
But, no. Jury is still out on that. Kinda, not really. But that person wasn't even on social media. That person wasn't on social media. So, like, they texted me. Okay. So, I don't know how much I want to say.
I mean, you actually don't deal with any of these people. So it
I
don't even
don't.
matter.
But still, though, I don't want to be bothered. So, someone texted me recently out of nowhere that I haven't spoken to in like 5 months.
And when they did speak, it was never
Right.
like...
Never like that. Never on
strictly,
that.
like...
Strictly business. Like, I don't know. We were barely even friends. So for them to like come at me and like express interest in me in that type of way, like almost aggressively, I was just like, hold up. What are you talking about? But the timing of it was just so weird. So I was like, I'm definitely getting set up. And if I am, I feel very insulted. So I like waited to respond to it because I feel like I like to have enough information about a situation before I come off as a bitch. Like I really want to be sure this is the right move, because I don't really like to do that.
Yeah.
But like, I got enough information, and then I determined, okay, maybe I'm not gonna set up. And I was like, I still wasn't into it. I still was not into it. So I was like trying to figure out if I should reject the person in a bitchy way or if I should be nice about it, you know? So I was nice about it. And then they sent me a voice note. It was like, damn, my bad. Like, I ain't even know. Like, I just went to go get the information or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Because the reason I told them that it wasn't going to work was because, you know, you associate with someone that I don't want anything to do with. And I'm not doing that. So he was like, damn, my bad. I ain't even know. Blah, blah, blah. If I made it awkward, da, 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 da. I just went to go get the information. And that's crazy that all that even happened. But that don't even got nothing to do with me, though. Like, what? What? What are you talking about? But no, it was so crazy because it's like the reason I'm not even talking to that, not even the reason why I'm not talking to their friend anymore. It's like the reason why that's going to get them in trouble. Who cares?
I know.
Who cares? But yeah, no, that happened. Men are so funny. Like,
Men are insane.
they're so funny.
They're so funny.
The loyalty is different. Like, men loyalty in their relationships is different from like women's idea of loyalty.
Men have loyalty to nobody. Like,
yeah,
men will lie to their homeboys, fuck their homeboys' girlfriends, and then get on the Xbox. Literally, that bitch is literally sleep in the bed behind me on the Xbox with you, playing the game with you, whooping your ass. He just fucked your baby mother, and he's whooping your ass.
And you know the justification for
right
it?
now.
That don't got nothing to do
that
with
don't
me.
got nothing to do with me, bro. That's y'all business. I let y'all handle that. We handle this, bro. It don't got shit to do with me. Like, same for his women. Like, to cheat on a bitch and then be all in her face hours later.
But the thing about it is, a man wouldn't even hold his homeboy accountable for something like that. They'll get over it. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's just all the same. That's not like there is no loyalty. Where does your loyalty lie? Like, there's none. There's none. Yeah. It's scary.
That's crazy.
It's really scary. No, the other thing with men though, like, men genuinely think that like sitting in a car or like anywhere and like smoking a blunt is like a date. Bro, do you know how busy I am? Like, on a regular daily basis. Like, do you know how much stuff I be having to do or I be trying to do in the short amount of time I have after I get off of work? Or the short amount of time I have when I'm not taking a nap on my days off? Like, why do you think I would make space in my schedule to sit in a car and smoke with you? I buy my own weed. Like, why? It's just never that serious for me. Why?
The fact that they even associate that with being remotely romantic, though, like,
what are we doing? What are we doing?
Like,
what are we?
Why would that be considered? I don't know. These days, anything is considered a date. Like, y'all have to have higher standards.
Get a fucking grip.
Y'all
leave me alone if you don't
like,
want to date me.
I'm begging you.
Leave me alone if you don't want to date me.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone. Like, just leave me alone. Literally, just leave me alone. Literally, he like stopped me out in public and he was handsome. So I gave him my number. He was cool. He literally like called me when I was on the way back home. We talked for like 10 minutes. He was nice. The day he wants to like meet up, he was just like, I wasn't really planning on spending no money today, but I do want to see you. Like, first of all,
I didn't plan it. Wait a minute.
What?
That just clicked.
Then he was like, not that a nigga won't spend money. I'm just like, today on this Friday, like, I just didn't plan. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe rent is around the corner. It's just hard time. It's like, whatever. I met him at the smoke shop, so I'm like, whatever. Like, we could just smoke. But, like, this is it. This is all you get. Like, after this time, if you invite me to this car again, I'm not showing up. Like, I'm not. Don't invite me back out to this car after I sit in this car and smoke with you for, like,
so it wasn't
an
really,
hour.
it was just meant to be like a hangout.
Yeah, he was like, okay. It'll just be like a hangout, like,
oh, never mind.
We can just chill. I was like, okay, like, that's fine. But it's also like, this is my first impression of you.
Yeah. Like. Right. Him saying that to you, and that's like the first time y'all are hanging out, and you're telling me you didn't plan on spending no money on me. I didn't have to know that.
He was like, I didn't plan on spending money, period. Like,
I didn't have to know that.
Why are you telling me that?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
And then, like, I was either at work or I was, like, on the way home, but he was texting me. So, like, he was sending texts. And I don't know if he thought that, like, I was seeing them and not replying, or I was seeing them and, like, being like, oh, this nigga's weird and not replying. But he was, like, he would wait, like, 5 to 8 minutes and then send another text message.
After
and that was
he
when
texted you already?
Yeah, like, that was when he was like, I didn't plan on spending no money, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if, maybe I read it on accident. Cause sometimes I work and I'll read a text and then I'll have to do something. So I don't know if I read it or what, but he sent that. And then I looked at my phone again. And he was like, not that a nigga don't spend money or nothing, or not that a nigga won't spend no money. Like, not that I don't got it. Like,
he had to make sure you knew he was not broke. Like,
I'm not a cop. Like, I don't care. I'm like, what is happening right now? I don't even... Please.
I've never done this before. Literally. It's okay. It's
calm down. I'm not a cop. I'm not a fucking police officer. Like, put your wallet away. I don't fucking care. Put the bankroll away. I promise it's fine. Like, it's just weird. And then it's just like, he keeps texting me. And it's just like, I could tell that it's just gonna be that car every time. And I'm not I'm not getting in that car again unless the car is taking me somewhere. Yeah.
You know what I be trying to figure out? There. When that happens to me, I be trying to figure out ways I can limit this from happening in the future. And you can't. You really can't. You really, truly can't. And I think that's why when it comes to men nowadays, I'm like at a point where I have to like you first. Like, I hate wasting my time. I hate finding out somebody is annoying or like, I hate finding out somebody, I don't know, gets on my nerves, is weird, is a loser. That's like the worst feeling, especially when you do something with a man and then you find out afterwards. It's like, I gave my body to you. I gave my attention to you. I gave my time to you. And sometimes you do have to give yourself some grace though, because some people just be tricking you. Like, they're just tricksters. They are tricksters. They're good at hiding it. So truly there's nothing that you can do sometimes. But I really do be trying to figure out ways like, what can I do to control the outcome of this of these types of situations. Yeah. But like, no. It's just not. It's just But no, not. A car date is crazy. Car date, what else? Sitting at home watching TV. Netflix that's crazy. Chill, Netflix and chill, that's crazy. What else do people call dates now? I don't know. They be saying some crazy stuff. There was a new one that I seen on Twitter somewhere. I'm scared. I can't even remember what it was, but it was just so like, I don't know. Was it laundry date? Laundry date? Who do the laundry? Both of y'all or just one person? Both of y'all do. They probably both each other's laundry, or like we both do their other person's laundry. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Either or. No. I need a nigga to fold my clothes. That ain't gonna work for me. No, what I was about to say. All right, so the camera turned off for a little minute, but forget what I was saying. My brother just called me and he wants to talk about how bad of an ending Game of Thrones had. And honestly, while I do think the ending was not like the best thing in the world, I think it was pretty bad, but I just don't feel like, I think
tell them how it is. You don't understand the gravity and the severeness of how bad it truly was. It was horrible.
I don't think it was that bad. I feel like maybe if I was there at the time and I was feeling like I was feeling everybody's emotions and like how everyone was like.
As a binge watcher versus me, an episode by episode watcher.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can understand why at the time, if you were watching it every single week, waiting for the next episode to drop, and seeing the show get gradually worse in like a short amount of time.
No.
I can understand it.
It didn't get gradually worse. The ending was just bots. Like, that's what I'm saying.
No, it had the ending. I knew that the show was gonna end in like. First of all, the show was getting like, it was getting weird.
It was. First off, no, it was
those last couple of episodes, like those last 3 to 4 episodes, I could tell they were like really trying to end the show. Like they were really trying to like
move. Because it was rushed. They was trying to get out their contract. People were getting out their contract.
But that's what I'm saying though. I can see if somebody was watching like that 4th to last episode and they're like, I don't understand what's going on right now. Then the next episode after that, they're like, this is crazy. Like, what's happening? And then the next episode, I don't like where this is going. You know, I can understand that. But I don't think it was that bad. What was so bad about it? What was so bad about it? I can't hear you. Hello?
They do this all the time.
Do what?
Argue.
He be calling my phone
just to argue with you.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, actually, I have to
call
disagree with
McKenzie and he'll just say a random statement. Like, he'll just declare it too. Like,
and I'm like, actually, no. Here's why. Can you share with the class what was so bad about the ending of Game of Thrones? You got 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
5 seconds. I can't hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Did you hear anything I said?
No.
Nothing.
The wasted character potential is insane. Let's talk about it. John was not supposed to be banished like that. They rushed the whole Targaryen backstory.
Mm-hmm. I do agree. He was not supposed to be banished. I definitely feel like the show was setting him up to be like the ruler of everything, and then at the very last minute,
going to a democratic republic is insane, especially for that century. You don't just 360 into the people owning the kingdom.
They never did that. They didn't do that.
They did.
They actually voted against a democracy.
Bro, it was Arya. It was what's her face? Blondie.
That's not a democracy. The people didn't vote.
No, they made the people government or something like that. It gave all the important people a role.
Yeah, they made all the important people decide who was going to be the next important person.
Exactly.
But they didn't let the people decide.
First off, half the people was dead any damn way.
No, my issue is that I feel like my problem with Game of Thrones is that the people who I wanted to serve justice didn't actually really serve justice. As a binge watcher, I didn't feel like what's his name? What's that guy's name? The one with the annoying smile. Like from the beginning, I knew he was not gonna be on shit.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
What's his name?
You're talking about Ari, the dude Arya killed.
Sansa. He was with Sansa. The way I do like the plot twist. I like the plot twist, but I feel like it could have been done much better. Like I didn't really feel like justice was truly served.
I mean, no, it kind of got tied up pretty well.
No, Cersei. The other one. No.
Only because he's always been known for playing mind games with people and getting what he wants between the manipulation.
I do like the way that they set it up though, because I didn't see it coming. Like I truly did not see it coming. Sansa was.
I seen that coming from a mile away. the Starks, right? That's what they called.
Yeah.
What are they called?
The Starks.
Yeah. They too tight of a family for you to just manipulate them into being against each other's throat.
But Sansa was an idiot the whole entire 5, 6, 7 seasons of the show.
She was an idiot, but you could also they did her character justice.
I didn't know she stopped being an idiot until that very last scene. Like I didn't know that she wasn't really dumb. But that's why I like that part. But like
that's what I'm saying, bro.
They should have executed him in front of should have chopped his neck off and tied it to a tree outside and threw darts into his eyeballs. It should have been.
I know why. They did start getting family friendly. It got PG-13.
What is this show about?
I will agree with you on that.
No. My problem also, Cersei. Cersei did not serve the justice. Did not get served the justice she was supposed to serve. This woman, let me tell you about Cersei. Cersei, in the beginning of the show, this woman, first of all, she was fucking her brother.
She was that one.
Yes. They brother and sister. Only together, but they fucking for real. And they was white. They was white. They was in that tower, and then there was a little boy.
They was white.
There was a little boy who liked to climb trees. He climbed to the top of a tower, saw her fucking her brother or getting ready to being intimate, and they
Let's pause real quick. Because the way Hodor, that shit was stupid also.
Okay, we're off topic. We're off topic. They saw him, see them, and pushed him off of the top of the tower, and he ended up breaking his leg. And then they tried to kill him. They tried to get him murdered because he seen them. It was crazy. But then after that, in the kingdom, what happened? Her son ended up becoming.
Yeah, he became king.
Her son by her brother?
Yes. Her son by her brother. But at the time, nobody knew it was her brother's son, but they speculated. You know what I mean? It was a rumor. He was the worst king ever. He was so cruel. He was the worst person. He was so cruel. He was just killing people left and right. Wanted his way. He was whiny, but he was also probably 16, 15. But he had to become the king because his husband died, which she also kind of put together in a way. Didn't she cause him to die, the actual king, in some sort of way? Anyway, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. She found out that he actually had a son that was that the actual king, he actually had a son that was older. So it's if the king dies, his actual blood-born son, the oldest one, is the heir to the throne.
Let's also talk about the fact that he didn't even care that he was the heir to the throne.
Anyway, she tried to have him murdered.
Her son? Or
that's not her son, his son, because he was he wasn't loyal to her. But she tried to have him killed.
Only Stark knew he was alive.
What did she do? She was a manipulator. She was an evil person. Any bad thing you can think of, she was that. She murdered a whole congregation of people. Mind you, they probably did deserve to die, but she murdered everybody in the church, murdered the pastor, the preacher, whoever he was, murdered somebody grandma. She was just a bad person.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. She stayed alive way longer than she was supposed to.
Yeah, but anyway, she ended up dying because there was a revolt or a war, and the castle trampled over her, and that's how she died.
She only died because her dumbass killed fucking Dany's servant, her favorite servant at that.
They were gonna go into war anyways, though.
Yeah, but Dany literally told her she won't burn down the city if they don't kill her servant.
Yeah, and she had her killed. She had them slit her throat in front of their whole nation. And that was her best friend. The queen of that whole nation, that was her best friend. And she had somebody slice her throat open and throw her off.
Why are people always killing people for her? Because she's a queen?
Yeah, and she wanted her bloodline to have control over the whole entire 7 kingdoms.
But why are they doing what she said?
But
because she set it up that way, like from the beginning of the show, like to the very end, she kind of just like got people to be on her side. Like she ended up becoming the queen, basically. She ended up becoming the queen, and people had to listen to her. And if they didn't, then it's treason, and they would have to die.
It was a whole incense fuck fest.
So like, yeah, it was crazy. She did not deserve to die that way. The Hound did not deserve to die that way.
The fact that the Hound died was crazy. He was supposed to survive. Ain't a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
They killed a dog?
No, his name was the Hound.
Oh.
His name was the Hound. But yeah.
Like they rushed the whole White Walker arc.
Well, what happened to the dragons?
So much more.
So only one dragon ended up surviving to the end of the show. There were 3 dragons initially. One dragon, there's like the north of the world. That's where like it's like ice and like.
That's where they remember.
That's not what they remember. The North remembers something different, but not that. So Jon, you know the guy Jon Snow.
No.
Okay, but Jon Snow,
okay.
he was like, you know, the king of the North.
Uh-huh.
I don't even think he was the king of the North this time. I think he kind of like rejected the title. So, but he was in the North though, where the ice and stuff was, and they were like fighting a battle against the White Walkers, and they ended up getting a message to Daenerys, and Daenerys like, oh, we gotta go. That's my man. I gotta go save him. She gets on the dragon. They go over there with her 2 dragons.
That's her nephew. That's her damn nephew.
Yeah, that's her nephew. But we didn't know that at the time. We didn't.
Did she?
Did we know that? Did we know that?
Yes.
No. At the time, we didn't know that.
Only the bookworm knew that, but he didn't tell nobody. He only told Jon.
Oh, so he knew that at this time?
Yeah. Jon knew that was his. Jon knew he was a Targaryen.
Okay.
Like, it was like
He was over there. They was fighting. They was losing, and so she went over there with 2 dragons. Was it 2 or 3?
She went over there with I don't remember.
I think it was like two dragons. Anyway, she went over there and they like shot one of the dragons. The dragon ended up going in the water, dying. They end up getting saved.
They shot the dragon with what?
Like a spear or something. It was a White Walker king. He like the Ice King. He kind of like threw the spear. He's like really strong and powerful. And he
like he has superpowers.
Yeah.
Bro, Taylor, did that not feel rushed to you? Like the whole Ice Walker people started feeling rushed.
It's that easy to kill a big ass dragon?
He was powerful though. He's a White Walker. He's not human. He's dead. He's a dead person who is like alive. So I'm sure he could kill a dragon. And he controlled all of the other White Walkers.
Oh.
Actually, no, I think he got turned to a White Walker when he was alive, but like he became the king of them. So like,
yeah, it was confusing. I ain't
I
gonna lie.
don't really know. But like, yeah, he killed the dragon, and then there was only 2 dragons left. So then they ended up. This is when the show started getting bad. But I think the very last season, she only had 2 dragons. She took the dragons. They thought they was gonna go conquer some shit, and then some people was on a boat, and they had like manufactured a giant machine that could kill dragons, and they killed one of the dragons. But they weren't fighting at this time. They didn't know that. They kind of got caught off guard because the dragon had died and fell into the ocean.
The smallest dragon.
So yeah.
She still had a dragon though. Great.
It was a good show. It felt like a journey.
Is she the only one with the dragons?
The first 1 through 5 seasons was cool.
She was the only one with dragons. They didn't know that dragons. At first, it was kind of like a rumor that dragons existed because all of the dragons.
It was like a rumor that dragons came back. They always knew dragons existed.
No, some people didn't know that dragons had existed though because they weren't alive to see it. But they were like old people, and like they thought it was just stories like of dragons.
No, but only in that continent though. Like the people in the other areas knew that dragons existed, type deal.
But they hadn't seen nobody had ever seen a dragon, so they doubted it.
In Jon Snow,
they didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know that dragons had existed. A lot of people doubted it. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, dragons weren't really a thing until she like was gifted some dragon eggs, and then the dragon eggs hatched and actual dragons came out. Like she took the dragon and she like the dragon egg, and she walked into like a fire, and she came out of the fire, and the dragons were hatched. So,
who gave her dragon eggs?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's because of the bloodline. It's her bloodline. That's why they breed dragons.
Yeah. Yeah. It was cool.
What do you mean, because of her bloodline, they free dragon? Where did she get the dragon eggs from?
I think maybe.
The dragon eggs, they thought it was the rock. That's why. They thought it was rocks.
They knew it was dragon eggs.
It was a wedding gift.
Oh, it was a wedding gift. It was a wedding gift, I think. But they knew they were dragon eggs, though.
For her and her cousin? I mean, her and her nephew?
No. In the beginning, she was like in an arranged marriage. So her brother was trying to become he was trying to conquer the other side of the world, but he needed a strong army. So he made his sister get married to like someone who had the most powerful army at that time. So they like got into an arranged marriage, and that was like a gift that his people or somebody had given to them.
Yeah, they became a warrior and all that stuff.
But then she came to like conquer of those people, and then she like conquered some other people. She just kept conquering shit, and yeah, she was like on some Martin Luther King X like Harriet Tubman type.
Free the slaves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just mad that what's the name didn't get his happy ending. I forgot his name.
Did anybody get a happy ending in the show? Don't sound like it.
Danny's best friend's boyfriend.
Arya?
The black dude.
Black.
There's only like one black dude in the show.
He was not black. That's not a black man.
Bro, he's black.
But yeah.
He's the only melanated person in the show, dog.
Anything else to add before I wrap this up?
Nah.
Okay.
Fuck House of Targaryen.
All right. But no, yeah. No, the show was like a journey. It was good. It was good. I felt everything they wanted me to feel. Yeah. Great piece of work. But yeah. Period. Anything else?
Mind you, she'd be like, Drag Race is so hard to understand.
No, because they be switching up the rules sometimes. It's like,
what do you mean they switch up the rules?
Not switching up the rules, but on Drag Race, it's like I can tell they be influenced by other things, and I don't really know how to predict what's happening or what's gonna happen, and I know it's gonna piss me off. That's why it's kind of hard to understand, because it's like somebody will win a competition or win something for this, and then the next person who does that thing, they are kind of like condemned for it, and I don't understand that. Like, you know,
I mean, sometimes, yeah,
it's confusing. That's why I don't know the rules. Like,
she's gonna do it right.
What's right? However RuPaul's feeling that day, that's what's right.
You gotta read the room.
I can't. I would get so mad. Like, I can't do that.
That's funny.
Yeah. That was it. Hope y'all enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Follow our Instagram.
Fun,
we're gonna post the big 3
cute,
things
something
soon.
for the girls to get ready and party to, like.
Right. She just be over there talking. I don't know what she be saying. I'm talking about right.
You don't remember that video? That's what we did.
Oh yeah, something
She
for the
was like,
girls.
something
Something she didn't even know what she was
ready
talking
and
about.
party too.
Yeah.
Tap in. What was the TikTok dancing? Wait, don't quit it. They don't did it.
I don't know.
Like,
Beautiful gowns though.
Beautiful gowns. Sometimes.
Beautiful girl.
Actually, not beautiful gowns. She be rocking BBL fashion. Like, take that shit. Oh,
It doesn't matter.
put
She's
it
sexy.
down. Put that down.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Cam here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Yes. See ya.